My name is Patrick Ridge. This is my sober living. This is my production company, Ridge Production. This is my awesome wife, Veronica. I'm sober, my wife is not, and that's okay. At the end of the day, we both really just want to help people by sharing our experience, strength, and hope. This is our life together, unfiltered, unscripted. Welcome to our reality. No bullshit.
The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger in you and you.
So, there's a bar down the street from my house that just said fuck it to the whole coronavirus lockdown.
As coronavirus cases across the state soar and the number of available ICU beds falls. Now in place for much of northern, central, and southern California, prohibits in-person dining and gatherings.
I heard Cronies was like, fuck that, we're not closing. So I wanted to go down there and check it out and ask them what was going on, right? So we wear the mask when we walk in.
Whoa, the cronies don't care about the corona. Like nobody's fucking rocking a face mask.
Me and Pat were just trying to make a vlog or like a documentary type thing about how the store was open during COVID, and they just, we showed up with masks even though like we're not, I'm a Democrat, but I didn't like say I was a Democrat. All we did was like wear masks and like go in and film.
I guess I'm just kind of like wondering like what's been going on. Like you guys, are you not gonna get shut down?
We have a court hearing tomorrow. So
No
we'll find
way!
out. Yeah.
What are you being charged of?
Last week they revoked the permits for here, so we're trying to get that back. So if they take that away, then we'll actually be shut down.
What was his reasoning for wanting to stay open?
We would have lost this location if we would have went back to to-go's. We don't make enough money. We were
Fight or flight.
We were literally gonna have to lose the business. So it's like, yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you, bro. Yep.
Some fucking old ass Republican, angry fucking dude was like, you fucking Democrats. And my boy who was with me like is a gnarly Republican. But just because we were wearing masks, he got angry. It's so crazy.
You get like a nice wide shot of like everything. And then like bring down the, okay, so.
Not for me! You're fucking Democrats, get the fuck out of here!
And he just like came out swinging.
Get the fuck out of here! What?
And like our boy just like reacted and just fucking punched him in the face.
He's trying to get out ring. Oh, Mamma mia, the problem child!
If a guy was coming at me like that, like, yeah, you gotta defend yourself, you know?
Take your fucking eyes, buddy! I'll take your eyes! Hey, bro! Chill out, bro. Hey, let it go, let it do the long.
Literally there to like tell Cronies' story. To be like, yo, these people are gonna go out of business if they don't stay open.
We're doing a documentary, like supporting this place.
Just walk it out, dude. Just walk it out. Everyone here
No,
doesn't like
like
that.
we're supporting this place.
No. They're trying to go.
And fucking straight up bullshit, dude.
Would he have hit a 5-year-old?
You can talk to him. I didn't
Who's
hit
this
him.
phone?
I'm like 7 years old.
But he's with you.
I don't. So what? I don't condone.
I don't care.
Came over and put his hands on him just because he thinks that he's a Democrat. I don't want to comment. You shouldn't have thrown hands though.
I fucked up.
This fool threw hands, dog.
Like, dude,
I mean,
don't
every
fucking
No
touch me, bro.
hesitation,
Like,
no
Yeah,
hesitation.
but that dude got up in his shit.
like this shit. Like,
Yeah. What did he do? Yeah, he was
like
drunk.
fucking grabbed on
But
me,
see,
bro.
that's
what you
the
get
problem
fucking
that we
soft,
have
bro.
right now. We're so polarized. Like that dude didn't even want to ask. He just came out to fight you.
Looks fucking pissed, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? The guy looked like any other able-bodied motherfucker. Like if it was, and she's like trying to say like, if it was a 5-year-old, would you hit him? And it's like, clearly not, because that person's tiny. Like that was a grown-ass dude that had like ill intentions and wanted to fight. And like,
yeah, for sure.
I was like, dude, you grabbed me, bro. Like, what do you expect? Like, you know, at that point, it's on in my mind.
His fucking son.
Oh, that was sad. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, his son, his little kid. I think it was his grandson.
Yeah.
His grandson was like, no. Because he knows, his grandson knows that his grandpa's an angry motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in that type of situation, you need to just be like, I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
Or something, and not hit him, you know?
So just punched man in his face.
What?
Like I'm laughing about it because I'm like sitting here going, oh my god.
Because
dude,
we're
like,
out here filming,
well.
and they're like thinking that we're Democrats.
Right.
So the angry Republican just came up and started trying to fight us.
Yeah, and apparently the guy was like old, and he didn't seem old to me at the moment. He seemed like some heated dude that like wanted to throw blows, and I was like, dude, like, what do you expect?
Some really angry, bitter Trump supporter tried to fight and punched him in his face. So we got this, we just kind of fucking marble.
No.
Yeah. Should he be worried about like us posting that?
I agree. He's what I saw. Like he was wrong. Yeah, because he went to you guys. But like technically, like you just like hit the old man.
Yeah.
You could just be like a step back and like be like nice person.
Listen. I'm kind of with Pat on that. I get both sides. Devil's advocate. Let me play both sides. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
His daughter was like yelling at our boy, like, why don't you punch an old man? I'm like, why don't you take care of your senile, aggressive, violent dad first? Like, what, you know what I mean?
Right. Nobody even wants to look at his part at all because he's over a certain age. It's like, dude, that dude could be killing people.
We're all really divided because of social media, especially like older people. They don't like know how to use Facebook or the internet or like how to check if an article is like real or not. I'm sure this old guy is just on a Facebook full of like Hillary Clinton is a lizard type shit. And like, he's just so angry because he's been like brainwashed by Facebook or, you know, these like fake news people. And it's really sad that like people are getting so aggressive and divided over like politics like this.
Picking a side and labeling yourself as something is really stupid. I'm a fucking spiritual being in a human, having a human experience. That's what I want to be. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican or a fucking white or black or gay or straight or man. Well, I'm a man. The man or woman one is where it starts to get a little dicey. Xander used to work for me, and he's an addict and alcoholic.
I know what I've been through, and I know that like what I want to do, and like I need to be around people who are like-minded and
sober, that lives a life with integrity and honesty and humility and selflessness and courage and faith. In the beginning of Ridge, I gave people like Xander, Connor, Mike, Nate, these are the kinds of people that I was giving responsibility to and trusting these people in like doing stuff, you know?
Yo, chill out, Nate, homie. I'm just trying to fucking walk away from me. Or what? Fuck your shot.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Waste of fucking equipment. I'm gonna fuck Nate up one of these days.
So I'm an alcoholic. Therefore, I've admitted that I'm powerless over my mind. This fool just shows up at my house. It's fucking 3 in the morning.
There's something dope about Xander, like, he always like really looked up to me and wanted to like fuck with me and like learn from me, and he always calls me like sensei and like, and he's just like a little crazy. He's like a lot crazy, and he just has heart. I don't know. So we were just chilling, watching a movie. We're watching the Secret Life of Walter Mitty, me, Veronica, Tim. It was such an amazing night. And then all of a sudden I get a knock on the door and it's fucking Xander and he's fucking super high on meth.
We were all sitting there. There was like 5 of us. We were watching a movie, or we just started. It was late. I think it was like 2 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, it's, what's his name? I can't remember his name right now because he shows up randomly in the middle of the night, this other guy. But it was Zander.
I feel like it was just like a really crazy week or month before, and it had been ages since I had the opportunity to sit with friends and watch movies. And it was just like, it was already super late, and he pops in, and I was like, Xander, it's been a long time since I've watched a movie. And then in that moment, when I like looked in his eyes, I was like, oh, Xander has left the building. Like, this is not Xander. He doesn't care about your movie. He's like in his own movie right now. So you're just gonna have to like wait this out. But then once I felt that or realized that, he started making me really nervous. Like this backpack, he was just gone.
Yeah, the tie. Yeah. This is my favorite part of life. This is watching movies with my friends. There's nothing I'd rather do in the entire world. I would rather be here on my couch in my living room watching this movie with these people than being anywhere in the world doing anything else in the whole world. The thing about my house also is you never know who is it? You never know who just shook. Oh my God, is it gonna be Elliot? It's fucking Xander? What the fuck? Bro. Who said you could just show up here? And look how this fool, what?
It's my town, I pull up on anyone.
Look at how he parks.
Oh yeah, let me show you some crazy.
This is like actually happening right now.
Yeah, I got some window damage over here.
And he just like walked in and just started accusing us of filming stuff in his apartment.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You're filming shit in my apartment. At your apartment. Smoke a cigarette. Come here. I'm gonna show you why.
He's like delusional.
I just came here to tell you, I don't think you guys are being 100% genuine and honest with me on stuff, and I like to sit down and talk about it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, practice your principles of honesty. Isn't that one of the...
Wait, I don't understand.
Why it's not a question, I'm asking...
No, but you saying I've said or posted something about you, or?
Well, Pat, let's, I mean, if you really want to do this on camera, let's talk about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What if I don't know what happened?
Either. I haven't even talked to
I have no idea what he's talking about. I really, literally, like legitimately don't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's all good.
It's not all good, bro.
I mean, you can tell
Where's
me.
Mike?
Anything.
Where's Mike? Where's
Mike?
Like our old employee?
Yeah, where's Mike? And where's Connor at? Have you
Mike's
talked to
in
them?
Vegas.
Mike's in Vegas, cool. Well, as if I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, no, Mike
left us to go to Dre's.
He got a good job in Vegas, so he took it. It was a good opportunity for him.
Connor almost lost one of our biggest clients for us, so I had to let him go. Who else you asked about?
Well, yeah, but bro, this is like a revolving door.
Yeah. What is?
Like, I don't throw anyone away. Like, if Connor wants to come back, if Mike wants to come back, Rudy and Wickham dipped and now they're back too. Like, I don't, if I want forgiveness, I need to be willing to forgive. So I'm all good. I don't hold any grudges with anyone.
And he came in and he was like talking, he was calm. He had a bag here and a bag on his back. And then he started blaming Pat for the circumstances of his life. Like somehow Pat's responsible for where his life was at the time.
He literally came over thinking that like me and Tim and Ridge Production was like filming him and trying to like take him down. Believe it or not even you, which is crazy because...
Why would you have a grudge against me?
Well, I don't have a grudge against you. I just think that out of all the people we've ever worked with, you're the most wild card.
Which is
I don't know, like I see something in you that probably some people maybe don't.
See, that's the funny part is not one of you guys wanted to say one thing. You let me go through what I went through. Do you know what I went through?
No, but I mean, it's not my responsibility to save you. Like, you need to hit a bottom. You need to experience what you need to experience, you know?
Yeah.
What's up, Dino?
I'm not really sure what you're trying to accomplish right now. Your energy is
You're making me really nervous,
your energy is very crazy right now.
And that's the funniest part is that you're projecting fear when I'm just asking questions, which...
No, you're not. You're
this is my first time sitting down and watching a movie. Like,
You don't have to
my grandma just died. I just feel like, I don't know why you just showed up at our house.
I just came in here and then he starts putting the camera in my face.
He films everything all the time.
I've never seen that before. No, I'm just joking, but this probably...
Everything, always.
I get it.
And it doesn't change me. It doesn't change who I am. This isn't even a fucking, I have a certain...
Don't worry, I have plenty of stories of you bashing me and talking shit on, you know what I mean? I know this is what
Yeah, but I'll say it to your face. And I kind of understand how somebody like in a meth-induced psychosis would like, because Ridge Production and me, we're like very important part of his life. He had started his own production company and he's like trying to prove to the world and himself and everyone else that he can like do it without us. But really he just wrecked his life and ended up homeless and on meth.
No, you'll say it to my face, but you're gonna make it public as a story.
Well, everything,
So
if you enter my like zone, it's all public.
Xander zone. Everything seems to already be public, which is why I want to know why one of your employees, Troy, where's he at right now? It's public, bro. Fucked up. Fucked up.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're
There's a lot of people.
Troy's on 2-3 jobs with me next week.
Good.
And then Tim fucking went off on him. Excuse all my bad language. He went off on him and like blah 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 and blah blah blah, and then he loped up. Xander loped up and he was like, you know how people do like this. And he had this bag and I was like, fuck, does he have a gun in there? Like I wasn't sure.
Why are you you're being like very controversial?
I got sent.
You're like everything he said or I say, you like disagree. It's like, this is my house. No, this is Xander's zone. This is very high energy and it's fucked up. And let's talk tomorrow. We're watching a movie. Please leave.
Well, hold up.
I'm done. No,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
done.
but you're-
She's done. Let's fucking. This is too hot. We were just in our zone.
And so everyone was a little freaked out, and especially Veronica, because it's her house, you know, she wants to feel safe. And then she said, call the police, and so they did.
Please.
Smell it, and you don't know where I've been.
What do you mean?
I just smell fear from just asking
Well, yeah,
questions.
but it's all love with me. Like, I'm not even tripping.
Actually scary.
I'm not a scary person. No, I'm not. The people who
Like, I don't play.
Smoke a cigarette. I need to talk to you. Turn that shit off.
Kind of like on edge, ready. I don't know what I was gonna do or like what he's capable of. But then I think I had stated, that I was uncomfortable, and they went outside, and not that I like love to run and call the cops typically, but just the fact that he's like that fucked up, driving around, you're like, you know, if he does end up in jail, like it could cause him to get sober because maybe it is the right thing, you know, if he gets locked up for a little, I don't know. I just, in that moment, I was like, we just need to get him out of here.
He worked for us like 4 years ago, and he came in sort of like accusing us of all sorts of stuff, and I don't know, just...
He just seems like he's on drugs.
He's in the front yard right now. Yeah, he's acting aggressive, yes. It hasn't gotten physical by any means yet.
And then Xander was looking up, and then Pat's like, kind of like meeting him. And then they went outside. And then eventually I thought, I guess I better go out there and see what's going on. And then Xander was like trying to provoke like a physical confrontation with Pat. And like spitting on the ground, and his truck was parked halfway cockeyed in the road, and the window was broke out in his truck. And that's when I realized like, he's not, something's wrong.
He just tried to fight me in front of my house. Yeah, he threw a cigarette at me. He's in like a drug-induced psychotic. He thinks that we're... What the fuck just happened?
That was scary, dude. He was like trying to egg him into a fight.
And he kept trying to like look like he had.
Well, that's what the gnarly thing is. It's just he kept, you know.
And then he sped off, and that was about it. And we were a little worried he might come back, or I didn't. I mean, God bless him. I don't really know what. I don't really know Xander.
He left, and I posted that video. I posted 3 videos that night, and they all kind of like popped off, and then I posted a YouTube video about it. I actually made the YouTube video that night. He left, I put all the shit I filmed from my phone all together in a YouTube video, and I just posted it. I'm like, fuck it. Or it might have been an Instagram video or something, but it did really well.
First time I tried CBD, it didn't do anything. I was hoping it would like have some kind of anti-inflammatory effect or some kind of relaxing, because you hear all the hype these days about it. Nothing. I didn't do anything.
So I gave my sponsor a little too much CBD, I think. You think you're high?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
That motherfucker dosed me, man. Yeah, I felt different. I felt real different for like 10 hours. I got mad. I tried to be real nice when I was talking, and there was we were in a podcast, and there was another guy there, and I was like, I really had to hold back.
Oh, so Larry wants to group me in front of all the Liberty House graduates. He wants to do a group on me and the whole CBD thing.
What the fuck is Liberty House?
And once you get sober, you start to live. Life is good.
Liberty House is the sober living that I went to, and it's based on a structure that's been around for a really long time. It didn't start at Liberty House, but that's where I learned it. It's based on a structure that this is what we run this house. This is why that structure in Liberty House changed my life.
So Liberty House was where Pat and I's mom dropped him off. And unfortunately he didn't get to graduate from there or live there for a full year, because I think it would have been super beneficial. However, he's kind of doing that now, but he just really loved what they were doing and how they were doing it.
I'm sick of people saying I gave my sponsor CBD to get high.
I think he wanted me to feel what he was feeling, but I didn't know that he was feeling that. He was talking about like, I feel weird, and this and that. I'm like, okay, but he didn't really say he felt high, like kinda high, I didn't understand. So, I mean, once I experienced it, I understood.
And as if I thought it was like gonna get anyone high. I think the main issue is that alcoholics can't administer their own dosage of shit like this. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, TikTok.
Like, I was still unclear on...
It's quite clear what that situation was.
Well, but I was like feeling some type of way, bro.
What's wrong with CBD?
My friend Jesse made it, and he told me, yo, this shit's good, it doesn't have THC in it, it saved my life, it's amazing, it helps with inflammation, it helps with this, it helps with that. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll try it. And throughout the process of me trying it, I was starting to feel like a little bit high.
So they just want to know what your intention was. Your intention was not to get you fucked up.
Yeah, but they're gonna call bullshit on that. And I don't really see it going any other way, except for you need to change your sobriety date, or you can't work with anyone in the house and you're on non-com. It got brought up to Larry that those are things I had experimented with, and he had a group on me, and they decided you're on non-com with the house. You can't sponsor guys in the house. You're not friends and family with the house anymore. Are you even allowed to talk to me?
Well, I mean, I can call you to tell you that I'm in my recovery, but after that, I'm not going to be talking to you for like a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I definitely felt bad.
Yeah.
And there was times when I wanted to call you, but at the same time, I was like 100% had all my faith in
the house.
That house.
Right.
And in what my support group was telling me, so.
But I do want you to know, like, how grateful I am for everything that you've done for me. And I do mean that I wouldn't be sober to this day if you didn't help me out.
Yeah.
And you've always been there for me anytime I was fucked up and I called you.
Yeah, and I always will be. And like, it's all good.
I already said it, but I do want you to know, like, how truly, like, grateful.
Oh yeah, I know. I hear you. And I'm sure when you graduate, we'll be chill, you know? Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm changing sponsors. I'm grateful for everything that you've done. And I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Alright, bro.
Later, man.
Alright, later.
Felt it sucked, dude. It was like, fuck, dude, you know, like, now I can't even talk to Derek, and I'm like the reason he's sober in the first place.
So I did feel bad, but I knew it was only temporary. Even whether I was there for another 6 months or for another year, whatever, it was only while I was in the house.
Yeah. It just fucking felt weird, man. It just felt like he basically was saying, like, he can do, like, whatever he wants, I guess, but it's been suggested to him to not have me as a sponsor. Like, I basically was like, so, like, I don't know, it was just fucking weird, bro. It was like a weird fucking phone call.
A lot of what you're feeling about this situation and this idea of losing these people or whatever is really, like, colored with why you think you're losing them. You know what I mean? And your integrity that's being called into question.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more of like a self-centered thing than an actual caring for that person, because you're not getting the opportunity to, like, really prove, like, your point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that fucks you up. You know?
Yeah.
And that's just your pride, right?
Yeah.
So God, please bury my pride before my pride buries me.
I can't talk to Derek. He won't answer my calls. He can't. He's not allowed to talk to me or answer my call. It's like the most. It's like such a shitty feeling, you know. Like I got grouped in front of all of them, like Liberty House, all the graduates.
Sometimes it helps to just hear another side of things, you know. When we hear something, it's like Liberty House, you know. When you're in a group, if you hear something that's off, you know, we're gonna get into that guy. We're gonna be like, hey, what is that? It doesn't make sense to us. You know?
So do you believe that my intentions were to not get loaded?
I do believe that you didn't want to get loaded, but the fact is that you continued to take something that you questioned what it was doing to you, and then you continued to do it. I believe that you rationalized it, and your disease took over your thinking, and it made you believe that you weren't trying to get loaded, and that you went to a lot of people to gather a lot of information to rationalize and support your idea that you hadn't gotten loaded.
You're right.
That's what I believe.
You're right. So therefore, my intention wasn't to get loaded. So I'm glad we agree. If my intention was to get high, and I got high, that's a relapse. But my intention was to grow spiritually, do something.
It's not that.
But then the CBD shit did get really weird, like, where I was like taking it, wanting to feel something.
I just took like 4 of these CBD drops because I just want to feel something. I just want to feel different. I just want to feel high. You don't want to feel that way?
Not today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I always want to feel that way, and even if I feel that way, I want to feel more that way. It's a battle in my mind every day. The obsession has been removed, but this CBD oil is kind of fucking with me a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, on YouTube and on Instagram, you try to say it in the fewest words possible. But yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't feel, I felt something. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I was sharing with my sponsor. That's what I was sharing with the people that gave it to me. And you know.
Why did you keep taking it?
I talked to my doctor, I talked to my therapist, I talked to my sponsor, I talked to the person who gave me the CBD, and I put it out there online to get feedback from other sober people. And the overwhelming amount of feedback that I got was that feeling that you're feeling is not you being high, it's the feeling you get from taking CBD. The general consensus is you can't get high from CBD without THC, and it's the same thing when you drink a bunch of coffee or take, you know, chain smoke cigarettes, or, you know, alcoholics. Like, you know, I was talking to Derek the other day in the house, and he's drinking an energy drink at 11 o'clock at night. Like, this is like what we do with things that are non-psychoactive. So in my mind, that's what I was doing.
His intentions weren't like, I'm gonna sneak and hide and do this. And the guilt and the shame, I believe, can make it worse. So it was hard for him to walk through because he loved the house. But I think it helped him also see like what he would do differently, or like lead more with like love or compassion. It's hard to know. It's not black or white, and the gray is super scary in alcoholism.
I'm too reckless for them, and I've blurred the lines in their opinion when it comes to like sobriety, for trying CBD, doing this ayahuasca thing with Veronica.
There are thousands of people in recovery, in sobriety, doing ayahuasca and doing CBD.
What you just said made no sense. Nobody knows what CBD. So you went out and experimented, and to figure it out, just share that with people in AA.
Yeah.
Don't you see something wrong with that?
They don't think I'm gonna be able to stay sober because I like lied about something, which is, or I experimented with ayahuasca one time on a fucking trip with my wife in Costa Rica. Like, I did that, and my intentions were not to get loaded. My intentions were to have a spiritual experience with my wife in this place. I didn't go there with the intention to get loaded. And I talked to my sponsor before I did it, and it was just something that I thought I could try with 11 years sober. Like, I wouldn't tell anyone to do that. So that's why I'm on non-com, because I did that.
I did see how dangerous it is and how it spun his alcoholism out. So before we even did it, he talked to his sponsors and all his community, and plant medicine is still very unknown. Like, so everyone's like, if anyone's gonna be able to do it and find out if this is great for alcoholics or not, like, or who it's right for, who it's not, it's you. And he did it, and he was like, no, we don't need this. Like, but after that, like, nobody would leave us alone. Like, they were like, no, the magic really happens day 2, 3, and 4. Like, you got it. We're like, we're good. We don't want to do this dark shit no more.
That is it. That's alcoholism. It's like we always want more out of enough. We want more of an answer, but the answer's so fucking simple. You know what I mean? For so many different things. I don't fuck with that shit, and that's not my.
But like, I willingly, knowingly did a hallucinogenic while sober in hopes that it would like strengthen my spiritual connection. And I don't know exactly what I was hoping to get out of it, but at the time, it just felt like something that I needed to do. And what was revealed to me was that I don't need to do that, and that I need to lean more into AA, and that what I found in AA is way more powerful than anything I could ever find through hallucinogenics. That's what I saw. And all the people that were there with me were obviously super lost, and I didn't feel that I was. I don't know. So I guess what I would ask you is, like, what do you think I should do? Do you think I need to change my date?
I don't have an opinion on that. I think that, like, if you were hiding it and were sharing about it, that would be all the things to be looking at.
Right.
That would make something that was shady, and like you knowing something was wrong and you doing it anyway. But like, It's really what sits right with you. Like, the more is going to be revealed through the process, right? Because what's going to happen through the process is that the more that you're in the book, the more the lie is going to be dispelled. So if you got any lying going on with yourself, right, that shit's all going to fucking come out, and you are going to intuitively know what's right, right, for you. So all I'm going to say is, I don't have an opinion about it, and what's going to happen is going to happen. I love you, dude, and you know, that's it. Like, you're going to find the truth through this experience.
Yeah.
Let's say if you had reached out to me before you investigated these things, right, I would have suggested for you not to do them.
Ayahuasca is not to kick a habit. That's one of the traits and one side effect that can happen. It's to deep dive on emotional trauma. And I'd say that, like, stopping drinking and stuff awakens a lot of the emotional trauma that you're blocking. So maybe is arguably the best time to
The bottom line is, my decision to try that wasn't one, I wasn't lying to myself. It was an honest decision about me having like a lot of sober time and wanting to try something. And it's experimental, it's dangerous. I knew that going into it.
What did I tell you when you told me? What's the first thing I said to you? Dude, I haven't seen you in like a year or more. You walk right up to me and you go, I did ayahuasca. What do you think about that, Troy? And I was like, I don't know, man. It's between you and God. That's what I fucking said to you. But that's the most true statement.
It's the truest statement that there is. And this is what I was trying to explain to you earlier, Troy, is that I think it's some of the people at Liberty House find it hard to believe that I could be that honest and that, I don't know, I just think that they find it hard to believe that I'm okay with what I did.
All of his friends that he had sent after the fact, after he got sober, that went there, that lived there and graduated there, are like outstanding people, outstanding husbands, outstanding business owners, or, you know, they're just crushing life and happy.
Yeah, there's been a few, Chris and Troy and Charlie and Prosser. I've sent a lot of people to Liberty House, and I fucking love Liberty House, and it saves lives. I don't want anyone to get it twisted.
I'm kind of good on Liberty House. Like, I've moved past them, and I have a more open mind, and I'm willing to do things differently. And I think that experience really helped me with this house, because I might have had them too much involved or something. I don't know.
With Graceland opening, like, it's cool because he gets to finish his time at Liberty, if you will, with everyone in the house. And like, we went to the beach for someone in the house's birthday, Johnny's birthday, the other day, and yesterday, and we were climbing over the rocks, and he was like, "Careful, guys, be careful." And I'm like, "What, Mr. Punk Rock? Like, who are you?" Like, it's so cool to see him in this like dad role, in a way, with everyone, where he's like not Mr. Punk Rock, just run, and then deal with the wreckage later. Like, he's coming into like think and then act, which is definitely more like reassuring for me into like child life. I'm like, okay, so you could maybe be a little bit calmer, not so punk rock all the time. Okay. But yeah, it's cool. It's like, it was just kind of surprising to see how much he's grown, and just his passion and love for sobriety.